Welcome to Ezra's Chronicles, a space where faith, poetry, and wisdom are embraced. Today is Saturday, the 15th of February, 2025. This week's poet in review is the world renowned Pablo Neruda. So, without further ado, let's get to know this groundbreaking poet. His words shaped nations, his voice ignited revolutions, and his poetry spoke to the soul. This is the story of Pablo Neruda, the poet of the people. Born Richard Eliezer Neftali Reyes Bosalto in 1904 in a small town in Chile, he wrote his first poems as a child. By 16, he had taken on the name that the world would come to cherish, Pablo Neruda. At just 20, he released 20 love poems and a song of despair, a collection that captured the beauty and agony of love. The world took notice. But Neruda was more than a poet. He was a diplomat, a political activist, a voice of the voiceless. His time as a consul in Spain exposed him to the horrors of war, and his poetry took on a new purpose. The Spanish Civil War changed him. He wrote España en el Corazón, denouncing fascism and embracing the cause of justice. His words became a weapon. His political beliefs made him a target. Forced into exile, Neruda's journey took him across continents, but his poetry never lost its connection to his homeland. In 1971, his voice was recognized with the Nobel Prize in Literature. His poetry had become a bridge between the personal and the political, the romantic and the revolutionary. Even as his health faded, he wrote. His final works were filled with nostalgia, love, and an undying hope for humanity. Pablo Neruda passed away in 1973, but his words endure. From lovers whispering his verses to nations remembering his cries for justice, his poetry lives on. Poetry is an act of peace. Pablo Neruda. I've randomly selected 3 of Neruda's poems. The first is When I Die, I Want Your Hands on My Eyes. The second is 100 Love Sonnets. And the final one is titled Love. When I die, I want your hands on my eyes. When I die, I want your hands on my eyes. I want the light and the wheat of your beloved hands to pass their freshness over me one more time, to feel the smoothness that changed my destiny. I want you to live while I wait for you, asleep. I want for your ears to go on hearing the wind, for you to smell the sea that we loved together, and for you to go on walking the sand where we walked. I want for what I love to go on living. And as for you, I love you and sang you above everything. For that, go on flowering, flowery one, so that you reach all that my love orders for you, so that my shadow passes through your hair, so that they know by this the reason for my song. The next 100 Love Sonnets. I don't love you as if you were a rose of salt, topaz, or arrow of carnations that propagate fire. I love you as one loves certain obscure things, secretly between the shadow and the soul. I love you as the plant that doesn't bloom but carries the light of those flowers, hidden within itself, and thanks to your love, the tight aroma that arose from the earth lives dimly in my body. I love you without knowing how or when or from where. I love you directly without problems or pride. I love you like this because I don't know any other way to love, except in this form in which I am not nor are you, so close that your hand upon my chest is mine, so close that your eyes close with my dreams. And the final one is love. Because of you, in gardens of blossoming, flowers I ache from the perfumes of spring. I have forgotten your face. I no longer remember your hands. How did your lips feel on mine? Because of you, I love the white statues drowsing in the parks, the white statues that have neither voice nor sight. I have forgotten your voice, your happy voice. I have forgotten your eyes. Like a flower to its perfume, I am bound to my vague memory of you. I live with pain that is like a wound. If you touch me, you will make to me an irreparable harm. Your caresses enfold me like climbing vines on melancholy walls. I have forgotten your love, yet I seem to glimpse you in every window. Because of you, the heady perfumes of summer pain me. Because of you, I again seek out the signs that precipitate desires, shooting stars, falling objects. So what are your thoughts about Pablo Neruda? Is he one of the best that you've ever read? He's definitely up there. So, that'll be it for today. This is Ezra Godson. Godspeed and farewell.